This is your trifecta of wireless lightweight gaming mice in the market right now. And here comes a new challenger in the Ajazz i309 Pro. A wireless ambidextrous lightweight mouse weighing 76 grams. It has RGB, charges via USB Type-C, and is priced competitively at $35. Let's see if this mouse is worthy of your money. Let's begin. Hey everyone, Drejan here, and today we are taking a look at the Ajazz i309 Pro. Full disclosure, Banggood sent this to me, but the opinions here are mine. I do not use affiliate links on the channel to avoid being influenced by commissions. For those who are hearing about the brand for the first time, Ajazz is a gaming peripheral company from China, and they produce affordable keyboard and mice peripherals that on paper punch above their weight class. The Ajazz i309 Pro currently sells for around $35 and is available currently on Banggood. Let's go first to the unboxing, and there's not really much to see here. Very simple packaging, which is okay if it will keep the cost down. You get the mouse, a wireless dongle, and the charging cable. Being priced at $35, my mind as a reviewer automatically looked at where compromises were made to bring the cost of this mouse down. I will be very critical and point out some stuff that you may find as nitpicking or not relevant, but I want you to have an informed decision before purchasing this mouse so you know what you're getting yourself into. So, let's go first to the build quality of the mouse. Out of the box, there's no way around it. This feels cheap in the hand. The plastic used here is very glossy and quite slippery, which I do not like. I hope they went with a more matte or textured surface here. There is creaking and a bit of give on the sides, bottom, and back of the mouse. You can actuate the side buttons by pressing on the left side, though this honestly does not represent actual use scenario, but the creaking on the left side where the side grip ends is something that you will feel with your thumbs when gaming. Basically, build quality is not that great. The sides also have these lines etched into it, but it barely does anything to improve the grip of the mouse. If you will buy this, you may want to consider getting skins to improve the grip. Going to the buttons, the triggers are okay. Not on par with the Model O or the Superlight, but it's decent. The box says that these have Huyu switches. I did a bit of digging and it seems that they are the same as Huano, but don't quote me on that. There is a lot of post and pre-travel on both triggers and you feel it when using the mouse. The clicks are still good and still better than the Viper Ultimate, and that's a bestseller, so what do I know? The scroll wheel is not good. For whatever reason, they decided to put grooves that are parallel to the length of the mouse. That makes the wheel a smooth piece of rubber, which feels bad when scrolling. It is slightly tactile and requires quite a lot of force to actuate. Going to the side buttons, again the plastic used here is very smooth, squeaky even. The buttons stick out from the body, which I like and require a bit of force to press. It has a lot of pre-travel around the area where the front and back buttons meet. You get a DPI button behind the scroll wheel and an LED indicator. Here are the sound and trigger tests. Going to the shape and design, this is a symmetrical design. Length is 125 millimeters, 62 at the back, 60 at the front and grip. Height is 39. The back is higher compared to the Model O, so you get more contact with the palm. I would say the shape is closer to the Super Light, but the Super Light is higher by a tiny bit. You can check once it gets loaded in Shape Compare so you can compare it with your current mouse. It's definitely a better shape than the G305, which has been a top contender for the budget wireless mouse category. Definitely longer and can cater to larger hand sizes. For reference, my hands are 19.5 by 11 centimeters. The sides barely curve inward, so that doesn't help a lot with the grip, but the side buttons are pronounced enough to serve as an anchor to the thumb. The same is true at the front. It basically is a straight line down. Most mice would have a backside that is larger at the base, like a pyramid, to mimic the size of your palm. The front should be the reverse, where the base is narrower and the shape goes inward as it goes down. Like this, and this. This provides a natural grip to the mouse when lifting it up. Since the i309 Pro is just a straight line down, you barely get any grip on your ring finger. Going to the design, the headliner is this RGB strip that goes from the middle to the back of the mouse. It looks good, well diffused, and makes the mouse look more expensive than it is. The RGB turns off automatically once the mouse is in use, which is actually a good touch and allows for a good battery life. I hope this was something available on the Model O wireless. Going to performance, the i309 Pro delivers. The sensor here is Pixart's PAW3338. It performs well. DPI goes from 200 to 16,000 and I didn't experience any issues at all while gaming. The i309 Pro uses a 2.4 GHz wireless connection. No latency whatsoever and you get solid all-around performance. At the bottom of the mouse, you get the on and off switch, an LED switch, and the stock skates. They're decent, but you do get a bit of resistance and it is definitely not on par with the more expensive choices. The battery life is also good. Since the RGB turns off when you are using the mouse, a lot of the battery is saved and my estimate is that it should last for around 40 to 50 hours. A minor issue though, the mouse doesn't wake up when you move it. You would need to click a button for it to wake up, so take note. You charge it with the included USB Type-C cable. It's surprisingly good and you can definitely play while charging. This is better than what's on the Viper and Super Light and just a notch below the Ascended cable from Glorious. I did try to use some of my USB Type-C cables to charge the mouse, but the opening is quite narrow, so make sure that you take care of the cable that's included. You do get a software, but it's quite basic. You can adjust polling rate, scrolling speed, double-click speed, macros, and lighting. It also has 7 DPI settings. So going to the summary and the competition, the Ajazz i309 Pro is a good mouse for the price. You do get a good sensor and great wireless performance, but compromises were made to get to this $35 price point. The material, build quality, and design of the mouse definitely need improvement. My opinion, if you are in the market for a mouse right now and you have $40, you will have a better experience if you just buy a wired mouse. There are tons of good choices on the $40 to $50 area like the Glorious Model O, and the wired Viper also goes on sale sometimes for $40. If you really need to go wireless, my advice is to save up for the Model O wireless. The G304 is a decent mouse and has a great build quality, but it is AA powered and the shape is too small for me personally. And that is it for this video. If you enjoyed the content, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. And I hope I have helped you in deciding whether this is the mouse for you. See you on the next one. Bye!